more money in your bank account, with more energy, and make you more attractive to the opposite sex, would you do it?
Yes.
What do you think I'm talking about? Any guesses?
Self-confidence.
Exercise. As many of you know, the YMCA has an exercise facility. And researchers have shown that exercise is the one habit that if you have, will have tremendous positive benefits in all other areas of your life. It's what you call a keystone habit. And for those of you who aren't familiar with architecture, the keystone is what they put in the middle of the arch that joins everything together, and without which the whole structure would fall apart. And why would they consider the keystone habit? Well, researchers have shown that people who exercise are actually less likely to go in debt. They spend less on their credit card. They're more aware of what they eat, and they're less likely to abuse their body with smoking cigarettes and alcohol. So, in the next 5 minutes, I'm hoping to convince those of you who don't already exercise to start exercising, and I'm going to tell you what the 3 most common pitfalls are and how you can overcome them. For how many of you in this room is having not enough time a problem for not exercising? That's probably the number one excuse that you hear, that I don't have enough time. Well, I'm here to suggest that maybe it's not that you don't have enough time, but you haven't been able to put it conveniently in your routine. I see that you managed to make it here tonight to Toastmasters. How difficult would it be for you to add 20 minutes at the gym downstairs after you got here? It's not that difficult. Most of the time, going to the gym is actually not just going to the gym and exercising. Especially in Montreal winter, going to the gym is not just wearing shorts and a t-shirt and going. It's a whole ordeal. You have to pack a gym bag, you have to be ready. Maybe there's a snowstorm and you can't make it to the gym, so what do? Well, suggest packing the gym bag the night before. That's one very convenient solution. And hopefully we'll get you to the gym and energized to be ready for your workout. The second most common problem is when it comes to working out is people don't know what their goals are. You know, people when they go to the gym, you see a lot of people there that they don't have any idea what they're doing there. It's like they're just there because somebody told them it's the right thing to do. At some point in time, they thought it was a good idea. Maybe their friend told them, you know, it's a good idea to go to the gym, and then they hopped on board. And you see them there, and they're confused. They look at the machine with confused looks. They're like the guy upstairs, keep dropping the weights. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. One of the tips I have for most people is if you have an image of someone or something you want to work towards, you don't necessarily have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not about doing that. You don't need to be on that level to gain the benefits of exercise. All it is maybe walking around the block for 5 minutes, 10 minutes daily, and that will cumulatively add up, and you will see the benefits in your life, and it'll trickle over to all areas of your life. And another thing that is now more of a bigger problem than in previous years is the overabundance of information. The exercise industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. If I'm adding the diet in there, that's a whole other story. We're talking about just going and exercising. There's so many possible routines, so many possible variations of the same exercise. If you try to do a squat, which is basically just going down like this, there's a way you can do it against the wall with one leg, with 2 legs, or with an exercise ball, or with a medicine ball, throwing at someone. And you know, if you start looking into all of this, you're going to go crazy. There's simply not enough time. And all this does is keep you from actually going into the gym. And it's ridiculous because for the average person, they don't need to know the complex biomechanics of how their bones, their muscles connect and how it moves into each other to actually go and exercise. All they need to do is get up and just walk around like this or walk back. That's it. They don't need to be involved in complex biomechanics or understanding what's going on in their blood. I mean, right now you don't know how it works when you're sitting down. So why do you need to know when you're exercising? So, for those of you who are here who say that, you know what, I don't like the gym, I don't like going there, it's boring, it's isolating, I don't like sitting there alone and being antisocial with my headphones and throwing weights like the guy upstairs. What do I suggest? Well, there are many alternatives. You can join a yoga class, for example. Doesn't necessarily have to deal with weights. Or you can join a dance class. Or you can join a martial arts class. There's so many outlets for you to get active. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in a gym environment or the YMCA, for that matter. In Montreal, there's so many opportunities, and especially in winter, you can do winter sports. So there's really no excuse for not being active. And going back to my first point, it's finding a way to be able to integrate it into your daily life. That's the key to having a long-lasting exercise regimen. Because it's very easy when it's the first of the month or you just sign up for a new gym membership to get going. But it's through the winter when it's minus 30 outside and you don't feel like going to the gym. You need to have it ingrained in yourself. And the thing is, once you start going to the gym and you start seeing the positive benefits of those 5-10 minutes that you put into your body, suddenly when you reach for that donut, you don't feel like doing it. Because you know that means you're gonna have to run 20 minutes more. And you start seeing that you're accumulating savings and you're feeling in the best shape of your life and you have more energy, and suddenly you don't need to go drink coffee in the afternoon because you already have the energy. And what I want for every one of you here is that you have an increasing bank balance and a decreasing waistline, and at the end of the day you're more attracted to the opposite sex. And by the end of this Toastmasters, I hope to see you sign up for a workout. Thank you.